I'm Jason Jorgensen. Once again, time to talk UNK football this week with head coach Ryan Held. Loper's coming off a tough loss at home to a good ranked Central Oklahoma team, 32-17. Ryan, thanks for joining me as we look back on Saturday. Plenty of good things, certainly not the finish you wanted, but I would think enough positives there that you can take that away and build upon that.
Well, obviously we were disappointed, and that's where we're at. Our guys felt that we could have, finished that one off. There were a lot of learning lessons in that game for us as a football team, which each game brings something new. UCO is a good team; they're well coached. I thought we competed very well against them. For 4 quarters, even though we had a few sequential things that really hurt us in the whole grand scheme of the game. Offensively, we have got to be better on third down and short. We're terrible at that. We've got to get that fixed. Starts with me. I got to get that right to keep drives moving. We because the 2 third and shorts and then the 4th and goal. We needed to get those done, and I think that could have changed the game. Obviously, we got to score more points. We didn't get the ball enough, unfortunately, because when we had the safety sequence, that really hurt us because we lost the ball, and then we had to go back on the field. We didn't get the ball for 10+ minutes, which put our some of our play count down. We had too many penalties. Some of the penalties were effort penalties, which I'm okay with. We just have to tone it down, and then we just have to be smarter. We didn't line up on the ball correctly, lost 10 yards on or 9 yards on a play. And lined up off sides. There were some 50-50 calls, unfortunately, that didn't go our way on 4th and 15, that one. Here's the crazy stat, Jason. If you take away the safety, I'm talking offense, defense, we're +9 on turnovers as an offense and defense working together. That's got to be up there in the country. If you're +3, normally you're 90% going to win. We were part of the 10% that didn't.
I would think you got to feel if you continue to win the turnover margin like you have been through the first 3 games, eventually that's going to even out and mean good things for you.
Yeah, we're going to continue to stress taking care of the ball. And, again, they're just some really good things, which, at the end of the day, like you've said, in wins, you find things to work on, and in losses. But when you go back and watch the film, but then there was just lost opportunities that we just had to show the players. And, we have to move on, obviously, because we're going to play a really good team this coming Saturday.
One of the guys I thought really had a breakout game for you on Saturday was receiver Stephen Lewis. His biggest game as a Loper and really had a great touchdown catch for you there.
Yeah, he did. Stephen, I tell you what, that kid has really worked hard. He would, do the jugs machine in the summer, an hour a day out in the heat when it was 100 degrees underneath the stadium. He's really works hard every day. He loves football. He didn't get going last year much, but that's a kid that, he could easily have transferred. He didn't. He stuck with it, and then now he's a starter for us. And that's, when you look at the roster management and you look at this, so many kids want to bail when it doesn't go their way, even the first year. Well, look at that kid. He fought through it, and, he was our offensive player of the game.
How about the defense? You mentioned it a little bit. I thought they played a pretty fabulous game for you, especially when you consider that they forced 3 turnovers and you had to stop inside your own 3-yard line. Do you think that was just a case of they ran on the field too long?
Yeah, I think that really hurt us. I mean, look at it. They were on the field 7 minutes. Part of that was the 4th and 15 PI, and then we get the safety. And then it's just a momentum deal. And, listen, you want to be able to overcome it, but it's a deflating deal. And, Kendall's, he's just done such a great job. The learning lesson for him is just take the ball to the sideline. And if you get 4 yards, we'll take it because we have the ball. He lost track of where he was. They had 3 old linemen right in front of him, and he was trying to make a play. And unfortunately didn't know where he was at. So that's the learning lesson. And then we had to go back out again for 4 minutes. So that was a 9-point swing right there. But when you look at it, Jason, we had a chance we missed the ball right at the 1-yard line. We had to settle for a field goal. We get those 4 points. Now we're up 21-14 instead of 17. We actually took the lead 3 times in the game, which we hadn't done in a while. And then, obviously the couple stuff we had before the half, one effort, it is what it is. And then they end up getting a touchdown instead of a field goal there. Take the safety, that's a 10-point swing overall. But I think we did get a little gassed, and it's mentally draining when you work so hard and you get it, and then they get points out of it, and then we don't get the ball on offense. So we're sitting over there for 20 minutes of real time, and we just got a little choppy. Now we drove down to the one. We needed to score there because that would have made it a 1-point game or 1-score game with 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. We got to be able to get that done, and we just have to continue to be better as coaches, and we got to keep getting better execution-wise on those critical third down plays.
All right, this week you're on the road at Central Missouri. They started the year ranked second. Then they were blown out at Central Oklahoma. They found a way to win a nail biter last week up in Michigan. This good football team, what's your biggest challenge as you get ready for the Mules?
Well, they're well coached. They got good players. They got a lot of transfers. They got the best returning player in America. He's dynamic. He's Patrick Mahomes back there. He can make every throw, and he's got savvy, and he loves the game, and so you respect him as on the opposite sideline. You like how he plays. We've got to be able to keep them off the field. We've got to be able to execute on third down. Obviously, I keep saying this, but we've just got to really make a big step in scoring points and helping our defense out. Coach Schopner is a great defensive coordinator, so I know he's looking forward to this challenge as you would expect. And we got to go down there again. They don't get to come back up here, just how the scheduling is. So we got to get on a bus, and we're going to do a walk through at Nebraska at 12:30 in the stadium. So that'll be neat for our players to kind of switch it up and get down to the Missouri side. And we play a 1:00 tip. Should be 72 degrees and cloudy, and should be a nice fall day. And we just got to go down there. We're not going down there to keep it close. We're going down there to win, just like they are. So that's our expectation, to go down and compete at a high level and put ourselves in the position in the fourth quarter and play better, to give ourselves an opportunity to win the game.
How big of a help is it for you to be taking on a team that goes tempo in back-to-back weeks? Is that helpful that you kind of had to see a lot of the same concepts from UCO a week ago?
Yeah, I mean, now they run the ball more in their tempos than UCM does, but the fast pace of it is the same, and they just spread you out a little bit more. You got to get it. You got to get it. Give the quarterback different looks. You got to give him different coverages. You got to put pressure on him. You got to collapse the pocket, and we have really good pass rushers. So we feel, we can do some things, but they're going to make plays. They're going to, you can't get, worried about it. Play the next play, and they're going to score some points. They're good, and but we got to score more points. We've got to be able to get the ball in our playmakers' hands, and then we got to win the special teams battle. There were some elements of the special teams we won. Then there were some that we didn't. The wind definitely was a factor. I don't know what the wind will be down there, but we just got to continue to get better and keep working our craft. And it's game 4. We're after Saturday, we'll be a third of the way done that you're promised.
All right, Coach. We appreciate the time. We'll see you in Missouri.
Sounds good. Appreciate y'all.
And that was Loper head coach Ryan Held, his pregame thoughts on UNK's upcoming matchup at nationally ranked Central Missouri. Once again, that's a 1:00 kickoff on Saturday in Warrensburg. We'll bring you the game on 93.1 The River and 106.9 in Kearney. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jason Jorgensen.